everyone, welcome. How's everybody doing? So nice to see you all. This is my monthly live for members only. So let's just get acquainted. How's everybody doing? All members, nice to see you all. I have had a lot going on, so I haven't been able to do my regular lives. So once everything's done, I will be back to doing lives. Because honestly, doing lives every week is a lot of energy. And yeah, so I will be back very soon with the other lives. So nice to see you all in the I see a lot of you are watching. If you want to ask a question, you're not a member, feel free to become a member by clicking on the membership tab. And then it will take you to what kind of membership you want. If you any kind of member, you can ask me a question. So I'm going to start off with reading about Scorpio full moon, and then we're going to get into the reading. So I also just recorded some videos for you guys. They'll be out for members, hopefully by the end of tomorrow for members, or the latest Friday. Okay, so almost Scorpio full moon. In fact, it will be on Monday the 12th. So I'm reading this off of Forever Conscious. I like the videos. I like the articles. Pardon me. And yeah, so I'll just read through it. It's very interesting, and then I'll do a synopsis of everything. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you for joining. Please like the video if you can. It's very, very helpful if you do. So this is from Forever Conscious, like I said, and it is Intuitive Astrology, Scorpio full moon, May 2025, because we are in Taurus season. And the opposite of a sun sign, when we are on that sun, is the moon sign, the moon of the opposite sun sign that we are in at that time. So we're in Taurus season. The opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. So the Scorpio full moon will reach its full glow on May 12th. Its presence in our dark night sky will act as a reminder that all is not what it seems. Life is a mystery, a web that is forever weaving. Perhaps it is only when our time has come to an end and that we are able to make sense of our journey and the fullness that it brings. The Scorpio full moon is one of the most magical full moons of the year, as it beckons us to dive deep. If we dance on the surface, we can struggle with this watery full moon, but if we allow ourselves to really settle into our being, to really honor the darkness and the light, we can find this full moon enlightening and awakening. So especially being a full moon in Scorpio, it can really transform you. And if you allow it to, I love Scorpio energy. Scorpio is one of my favorite signs. Something that I love about Scorpios is the transformation and really transforming things. It sounds cliched, but a lot of Scorpio energy is transforming darkness into light. And I think when we don't do that in dark situations, we get stuck. So this is about transforming that. It's about elevating. So the Scorpio full moon and Uranus. The Scorpio full moon holds the essence of transformation and can help us peel back layers to reveal a higher truth. The universe has already presented us with many cosmic alignments that have been encouraging us to transform over the last few months. So while this energy is nothing new, we may find the energies of the Scorpio full moon assisting our metamorphosis, which is what I was talking about transformation, but only if you allow it. And that's the thing about free will. It's our actions that support what's happening around us. Uranus, the planet known for change and upheaval, is active under the May full moon. When Uranus aligns with the full moon, we tend to get some unsettling energy that can shake and rattle the core of our being. Uranus likes to turn things on its head and get us thinking from a new vantage point. Uranus, active under the moon, can also trigger the things that are unstable in our lives. bring our attention to what needs to be secured. So if you're Sun in Aquarius like I am, you might also feel a lot of energy shift, because I think this might actually affect mostly Scorpios and mostly Aquarius and Taurus, to fixed signs. This full moon is really going to affect us. Uncertainty is rarely comfortable, but Uranus teaches us to release control and embrace the mystery of not knowing. How open can we be to going with the flow? How okay can we be with not having all the answers? Surrendering to the flow is what we are being called to do here, which is very, very powerful. So let me see. Thank you for your comment. Let me see. Oh, hi, Strange Fruits. How are you? I'm so glad you caught live too. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you for joining. What time is it up? It's like 5 a.m. Oh my goodness. What time do you wake up? I'm so impressed with that. I have to wake up early on some days, and I really don't like it. That's just the way it is. I give you props. People who don't have issues waking up really early. I used to teach yoga for 8 years, and I used to wake up at 4 a.m. to do it. So now, later in my life, I don't want to wake up. Below, I think the ideal time to wake up is like 8 a.m. for me. 8 a.m. or 9. When I have kids, it's going to change, just for now. Okay, so on a larger scale, Uranus and Taurus, opposite the full moon, can also trigger a lack of stability in global markets, and is sometimes also an omen for environmental disasters, especially earthquakes. While it's easy to get lost in chaotic energies that Uranus brings, there are some softer influences around the spiritual full moon that flow in from the goddess asteroids Juno and Chariklo. Okay, so it goes on and on and on. They mention some goddesses and some teachings, but I'm going to start the reading now, and then feel free to ask any questions if you are a member. So let me just go to the top of the page for this so you don't see any ads. Ads can be so annoying. So yeah, check it out. Intuitive Astrology by Forever Conscious. I like those a lot. There's another, I think it's something Omen, that I like too, of the articles. Okay, so I'm going to use the Good Tarot. We're going to do a general reading, and feel free if you want to ask me any questions. Feel free to ask me if you're a member. And let's just go with the flow, see what the Scorpio full moon has for us. Strange Fruit says this full moon is going to be major for fixed signs. Definitely. I'm an Aqua Sun Leo moon. Oh wow, you are interesting. Yes, it is definitely. And I see a lot of changes coming in. I said this in the last full moon that I did. I see a lot of changes coming in that have been for a while. So if you've been wishing for something for a while and like pushing, you don't just let it go and go with the flow. You'll see something that maybe you didn't want, something better is going to come your way. But it's about going with the flow. With fixed signs, we have issues with sometimes. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to pull up love, career, and well-being. Okay, so this is a general reading. I am taking readings right now because I have a bit of free time. So if you want a personal reading, please check. You can DM me on Instagram because I have my DMs open again. Okay, or you can email me. Okay, so with love, the King of Earth. So the King of Earth in the traditional deck is Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So I have a strong feeling that there's somebody that is interested in you. And just because somebody's interested in you doesn't mean that they're going to, number one, make a move, and number one, be a good suit for you. But something that they are drawn to is your work ethic. Your very strong work ethic. Let's see how this person wants to come into your life. You might be kind of creative. They like your creativity. I see like a drawing. They might draw, or you might draw. It's like black and white drawing. Let's see. It's seven of ace of and seven of fire. Okay, so they see you as being kind of like a unicorn type, you know, very rare, very kind to other people, and they really, really like that. So by August, which is another fixed season, full moon, fixed sign energy, by August, they will be reaching out to you by Sun and Leo energy, Sun and Leo season. They're going to be reaching out to you and revealing how they feel, revealing how you make them feel through a kind of gift type. Well, it might be through words. They're going to write like words. It might be like a song type. Really sweet. Very, very sweet. This person has very sweet intentions. And it's up to you to decide if you want to be with them or not. You don't have to, but it's looking like if you say yes, it's going to be very fruitful. A very fruitful relationship. So by August, by summertime in the north, wintertime in the south. Okay, well, southern hemisphere, rather. Okay, so Korea, being a magician. So I see a block. There's a major block in manifesting what you want. You see what the block is. It's a belief system. You might have given up and you don't believe that you're worthy. I think, you know, and lots of us have gone through this with COVID where we struggled a lot and we kept that struggle mentality. I noticed that I did that, and I spoke to my therapist about it recently, that I had gotten stuck in feeling like life has to be challenging, you know, because COVID left that imprint on a lot of us. So it's time to reframe that. And I recommend affirmations. I recommend maybe even speaking to somebody, noticing that pattern and making an effort to change it. And you know, when you catch yourself thinking, oh, I'm not worthy, change that. I'm worthy, you know? And it might not come, you might have resistance towards it, but just notice that resistance, acknowledge it, and then keep practicing the affirmations. Because I do see 10 of Cups, 7 of Water, High Priestess, you're going to get what kind of like a dream job. A dream job is coming by the end of June. I get June. Totally a dream job. It's like you have dreams about it at night. You're going to be very happy at this job. You're going to stay there for quite some time. I see 2 years. At least 2 years you'll stay there. You'll be very happy at this job. So let's move on to well-being. Page of Earth, which is Page of Pentacles. Try to focus on your health. I get that very strongly. Some of you might be working a lot, and forgetting about your health. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, enough water, and paying attention to like a throat issue. I see with some of you. 6 of Water, which is 6 of Cups, Ace of Earth, and a 4. So just make sure you're paying attention to yourself. I feel like you might be doing a lot, and forgetting to really take the time to focus on yourself. But it's very important to do so. Very, very important. Because if you focus on yourself more, kind of give yourself that balance, it's going to help you heal and help you get to the next level. You know, you can't get to where you're going if you're in pain, emotional, physical, or any kind of pain. You have to learn how to deal with yourself. And I see a lot of that where there's successful people, but their lives are a mess, you know, successful people, but they don't know how to be kind to other people. And their families hate each other. So it's about balance. And make sure you're putting in the time and the effort to have health too. It's not just about money, because the money's going to come. You're also taking care of yourself, taking hikes, going for like hikes, nature, that kind of stuff. Being good to yourself. So yeah, that's what I have. You guys regarding the readings, does anybody have any questions before I end this live? I will do another live if you're watching replay. I will do another live next month. Hopefully next month my life will have cleared up by then, and I'll be able to do my lives again. It's just a lot of energy doing lives. It's easier for me to do videos than it is for me to do lives, because I have to time everything. You know, I write, I do something, I code, I do so many other things that I can't start exactly at a certain time, and it actually kind of stresses me out sometimes. Even today I was late, and I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm late. But yeah, this is awesome. Thank you, Hali. Of course, yeah, of course. And let me know if you have any questions. I really appreciate you coming, and you being a member means so much to me. I'm just very grateful for all the members. I'm almost at my goal member number, which is great because I've had a lot of new members join recently. So thank you guys for joining and for supporting the channel, even for watching, for liking, that helps too. So thank you, everybody. If anybody doesn't have any questions, then I'll end it here. I will be also releasing this weekend a ritual for the full moon for all of you to try. I have a question about moving to a different city and the apartment search. Is there anything you're able to see about this? Congratulations! How exciting is that? Really, really exciting. Let's see. Okay, so I think we're going to be near water, right? I see water. Think about the number 3. The number 3 is going to be very lucky for you. Just try to be. You might be on guard. Okay. So you might be on guard. There's somebody you know in this different city. And they might not have the best intentions. Temptation, 2 of Cups, and 10 of Swords. They might not have the best. You knew them before. Things didn't work out. I think you dated them or had a situationship. Things didn't work out, and they might want to revive that. I don't recommend doing that. Some situations it can work out. Other situations not. I don't recommend doing that because they're stuck on the old version of you. You want to start anew. So try to meet new people. Okay, so I see a woman helping you. Look, make sure, this is what I recommend, that you do it through like an agent. There's a woman that's an agent that's going to help you. She's very direct, and she might cost you money, but she's worth the money. Queen of Wands, Queen of Earth, Fortune. She's gonna help you a lot. She's very direct, she talks a lot. She's very in your face, very she kind of comes across aggressive, but she's going to be very helpful. So I recommend going through her. She's very good at what she does. She comes across very intimidating, kind of like rude, but she's going to be very, very helpful. Very helpful for you. That's what I recommend. I highly recommend them. This person from your past, let them go. They won't accept the new version of you, and you're going to end up clashing because of it. You might have lived there before and met them. Yeah, you see. Maybe to the coast. I see that. Of course, you're very welcome, dear. I'm glad it was helpful. I'm glad you that. I miss the South African coast sometimes. I used to go to St. Francis and Mhlanga when I was a kid. In fact, Miami reminds me a lot of Durban. It's so funny. This is so crazy to me. And this is the power of manifestation. I went to go see my family just before COVID, 2019. And I went to stay in Umhlanga. And I hadn't been to Florida since I was a kid. But at this time, I was living in LA. And when I went to Durban, I was reminded how much I love tropical weather. I love tropical weather. And I was like, I need to really not move tropical weather, but I just reminded myself, oh my gosh, I want to live like this. And every day I would wake up and manifest the life that I was living there. Obviously in the States, but And 4 years later, 5 years later, I now live in Florida, and in a very similar life, I live right by the water. Um, so it's just so funny that I would think I need to live by the water. I need to, I need to live by the beach. And now I live in Florida. And we even put the two together. And then afterwards, I was like, hey, when I went to South Africa, I was imagining living near water. So crazy. And the place I live near is so much like Mfanga, which is crazy. And Mfanga City, exactly, it really is. I forgot which hotel it was, but I totally forgot. I stayed in Airbnb in Morningside, and then I went, I think it was Spur, if I remember correctly. I think it was a Spur, and I met up with my family, old friends, like, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but I just love like the tropical. I love tropical heat. I don't do all the dry heat. So when I go to Johannesburg, I don't really feel. I haven't been in a while. I need to go back soon. But I don't like Johannesburg. I don't know what it is, but I love the coast. So good luck, and I wish you only the best. Um, my dad used to take us. We used to go on these trips to go up and down like Shepherd's Bay and all those places. So I have really good memories when I was a kid. Even though South Africa is not for me to live, it's nice to visit sometimes. So yeah, I wish you only the best, Strange Fruit. Lots of blessings to you. I think things are going to look very well for you. Very, very good for you. Okay guys, I have videos coming up tomorrow for members. Stay tuned, please. And yeah, I'm so grateful that all of you joined. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all. I'll see you very soon. Take care.